Hello everyone, I'm Olivier Allégret, Head of Client Solution at Choose Paris Région. I'm very pleased to be here today for the third podcast organized under the banner of your expert in France, the Franco-British Chamber's one-stop shop. I'm very pleased to be here today with Ludovic Cespedes, Business Banking Advisor at CIC Bank, and Paulette Booth, Manager at Agence AXA International. Opening a bank account as a foreign company and understanding what insurance is compulsory for your business in France can be quite a challenge. Ludovic and Paulette will take you through the steps to open a bank account and what insurance policies you will need to arrange for your company. So Ludovic, is the current account for the company open at that point? Hello.
With pleasure. And to do it, I bring with me my notes. And there are 7 steps. First, I will send you a list of documents necessary for the opening of the account of your branch. On the one hand, of a legal nature, the draft articles, and information related to compliance. On the other hand, financial, the business plan. Secondly, after an initial verification of this document, I will arrange a remote interview in order to introduce yourself and to talk to us in more details about your project in France. And third, as required by French law, the bank will set up a capital demand deposit account according to the information provided, in particular the draft articles. Fourthly, you send us the amount of the share capital of the company being created using the IBAN of the special account sent to you by your agency.
Is the current account for the company open at that point?
Nearly, but not yet. The fifth step, once the amount of the share capital is credited, we will send you a deposit certificate. You will need this in order to obtain the company registration with the Chamber of Commerce. Sixth, once the registration has been completed, in order to complete the creation procedure and ultimately release the share capital, we will need you to send us the cap basis on the newly created company, the registration document with the team, the registration number of the company, as well as a final signed version of the articles. And finally, we can open the company's operating account and close a special capital deposit account.
Great. So now let's look at making sure your company is correctly insured and protected. Paulette, is insurance compulsory for a business in France?
France, like many other countries, imposes a number of compulsory insurance policies on companies operating within its borders. These insurances are categorised into 3 main areas. I've taken some notes just in case I forget them, as they can be quite a mouthful. Protecting property and assets, liability, including public and employers, and personal protection. Understanding these areas is essential to ensure the success and security of your business in this new market.
Let's look first at protecting your assets. What type of business assets need to be insured?
So as a business, you may have valuable assets such as premises, equipment stock, vehicles. Property insurance is essential to protect these assets against risks such as fire, water damage, theft, climatic and natural disasters. This guarantees business continuity even in the event of a disaster, thereby limiting your financial and material losses.
And what about protecting risk associated with the running of business?
So you'll probably know this insurance, this type of cover is public liability insurance, professional indemnity and employer's liability insurance. Generally in the UK there are 3 separate policies. In France they're combined in one policy. And these are crucial for covering the risks associated with your business, and in some sectors they're compulsory, depending on your activity. For example, public liability insurance, which protects against damage caused to third parties or their property in the course of your professional activity. In addition, professional liability insurance is specifically designed to cover errors, omissions, negligence when providing your services or products.
Paulette, you mentioned earlier that the third area of cover was personal protection. What is that?
So, of course, your employees are your company's most valuable asset. It's compulsory for all employers in France to provide a company healthcare plan. You can also provide an employee benefit scheme which covers things like death in service, long-term sick, invalidity. However, if you have staff that are classed as cadre, that becomes compulsory for those. So in France, these 3 major areas of insurance are essential to ensure the long-term future of your business and to comply with legal obligations. Choosing the right insurance policies that are tailored to your specific needs are therefore crucial to protecting your business, your assets and your employees. So in conclusion, property protection, legal insurance and personal protection are essential pillars for any foreign entrepreneur setting up business in France. So we hope that this podcast has shed some light on these crucial areas of business insurance and banking. Thank you for listening and good luck with your move to France.
Ludovic and Paulette, thank you very much for your time. See you soon for another podcast.